Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my April wrap-up. Yes, if you have seen, well, I don't know which one you'll see first, but I am wearing this in my vlog, my first May vlog, when I open the vlog up. So, I'm not sure, I think the first book I finished, I'm not sure when I finished this, but I gave it 5 stars, 11/22/63. This is about a guy whose friend he owns a burger restaurant, burger joint, and he has a time machine in his storage closet. So he wants, what's the guy's name? He wants Jake to go back and stop the JFK assassination. Hold on just a second. I'm trying to move my chair over so I can lay this down in it. So, you know, there's a saying that if you change history, if you go back in time and you change something, then you're going to change preceding, things that come after. It's like a cause and effect kind of thing. So, inevitably things are going to happen that may or may not be good. So anyway, this was a good book. It's long, yes, but for me it was well worth the read. I like long books, so it's not your typical Stephen King book, and I just really enjoyed this book. This is, the normal picture that was shown, and then they have one where it shows him if he hadn't been assassinated. Hold on just a minute. Okay, one more time. The 5 People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom. I gave this 4 stars. I had to have a family or friend recommendation, and I picked my sister, Julie, and she recommended this one to me. She recommended this to me a long time ago, and she said she's read it 2, 3, 4 times. She said I'd probably finish it in one sitting. It took me a couple because I was just reading it just before I went to bed. It's about this man. His name is Eddie, and of course he dies and he goes to heaven, and he meets 5 people that are linked to him in some way, and they have a story to tell them, a lesson to teach him, and it's really good. And some people will cry, but I did not on this one, but it is sweet. So the next one I finished on the 7th, was Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I gave it 3 stars. Just wasn't for me. A lot of people love this book, and it's about 2 best friends who bond over gaming when they're young, and then they reconnect and they make a game. And that's all I'm going to say. Next one I finished was Brother Odd by Dean Koontz. This was a reread. This is my favorite one of the series, probably. Odd goes to stay, after the second book, he goes to stay at a monastery, and at the monastery there's also a school, and it's run by the monks and the nuns, and the children there are children that are not wanted or cannot take care of themselves. And of course he is dealing with things that have happened before in other books that I can't tell you. And so of course he always has to figure something out and solve the problem before it happens. So, see murders. This was the prompt that I had to read a book that had luggage on the cover. When I played Paperback and Ponytails game, Katie's game, and she has her channel is called Paperbacks and Ponytails. I gave it 5 stars. It's Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot. I mean, anyway, this has the 5 complete Hercule Poirot novels, and the actual book, there's a set of luggage on it, and so I just used this because I had it. Anyway, in the ABC murders, there's somebody murdering people, and he is using the alphabet. The town he kills them in starts with an A. Their name starts with an A, and then it goes through the alphabet. And so he's actually writing Hercule Poirot letters, taunting him. Okay, the next one I finished was one I have been highly anticipating since I found it. It's The Resting Place by Camilla Sten and translated by Alexandra Fleming. I gave it 5 stars. It was amazing. This is about a woman whose grandmother dies, and she sees the murderer, but she has face blindness, and she cannot really identify the murderer. This is not the first book I've read by her, but they find out that her grandmother had a house that she didn't know anything about. It's a property, and so anyway, it's wonderful. It is wonderful. I love this one, and I love The Lost Village by this author. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. A Monster Calls. I read it on the 21st by Patrick Ness. This is an idea he took from Siobhan Davis. I think that's her name. I think that's the name of the person. The other author. No, Siobhan Dowd. And he credits that author. That author passed, and that author had that idea and had written it down, I guess. And Patrick Ness took that idea and tried to come up with something he felt that author would be proud of. So it's about a 13-year-old boy whose mother has cancer, and she's had it for a while, and he's trying to deal with it, but he's having nightmares. And yeah, it's a wonderful book. I gave it 5 stars, and I bawled my eyes out for the last 30 pages. Highly recommend. This one I found from Chantel's channel. And then the book I read this weekend was The Collective by Allison Galen. 4 stars. This is about a group of women who have lost their children and feel like people were responsible but were not held accountable because they have money, or they just were not held responsible because their child was different, or whatever the case may be, and they feel like it is up to them to set the record straight. So 4 stars. Good. It was good. It is dark. It's very dark. That is all. Read sort of 8 books this month, and hope that I can read more. And yes, I did DNF a lot of books. I DNF'd The Spice King. That was my read for Oshima's reading challenge. But as far as Chantel's reading challenge, I gotta find it. that was Brother Odd. So I did finish it. I have to find a book longer than that. I just have to have a book longer than 364 pages. So, you know, I have to look at my books and see what I have. I know I have several books up there that could pass for it. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, hit that subscribe button. I want to thank you for sticking with me and watching this video. I will link everybody I have mentioned down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.